Live from Fair Oaks, California. Anyway, this is about the artist forum, blenderartist.org forum. And you can go to here, and this is when you sign in, and they'll send you a password email back, so you can log in. When you log in, you can see here, it has my name, Mark Felkins, and the last time I visited, how many private messages I get from people in here. And this particular one is about VRMRL stuff. And you can see here this guy put here's a reply. I guess he just put down what he just tied to all, and he put down a question, and then it goes down here, and some other people, I think one person here, another member here, went ahead and tried to answer his question, and you'll find this on there. Now you want to be careful because there's there'll be a lot of not on this screen, but on another screen you will see a bunch, like you see right here where my mouse is. There's like headlines or different kinds of basically like mesh building, or there's certain categories that are on here that you want to go to those categories, and those categories which are not on this page right here. You can see some of them right here. Those categories you click on. So if it's referring to mesh, you go to the mesh section. But you don't want to go ask some people in the video section about the mesh people, and vice versa. Or you don't want to go to this game area here and ask a question about how to do mesh when you should be in the mesh area. So kind of think about the question and make sure that it's going to be answered. They also have an area where it's any kind of question you can put in there if you don't know where to go, or you can say, hey, I want to ask this question, but I don't know where to go to ask it, and then you can get that. If you notice here too, it has links and search, new posts that lists all your posts that you did. This is for me. If you click on here, it gives you can put your picture on there like this. You can also put your name and things like that when you go into this user CP area, and then also it will tell you all the posts that you had. You can save the posts where you went to and save the threads. You can also search the threads, of course, like I said, and go through here and try to find answers to a question, and or like intro to Blender, or something like that, or how to build mesh, and you can put down here your question right here, and you just hit a quick post reply in it and put your reply up there. It sometimes can take a few days for people to answer that. Sometimes an hour or a few minutes, and then sometimes a few days. It just depends. I know Blender.org has some people in there, and I've asked some pretty tough questions, and I honestly got answered right away within an hour or less. Boom, and I was like, wow. So other questions that I had that weren't really that important and probably already were answered before, it took a few days to get answered, and so I just kept checking back, and sure enough, every question I've ever asked has always been answered, believe it or not. And so it's just been real good. And there's quotes. You can also reply to some of these people here and talk to them, and that's kind of cool. They also have some other things you can do on Blender too as well, where they have some news groups you can join, and that's and they call it IRC, and that's a news group that's not on this page here, and that's something different. And that you can actually text people text messages right on the screen, like you're just like a chat room, and you're just talking to people, and there's different forums on there. But IRC, you can go to blenders.org and type in IRC, and it'll tell you how to sign it up and hook it up to your computer, which is very, very beneficial too if you want to hit live people. Myself, I didn't really like it too well because I don't really have time. If I start talking to people, as you can tell, I'll keep talking and forget about what I'm supposed to be doing, work, learning how to do this. So you can see here some beautiful artwork here that somebody did here, and so it's really cool to go here to these forums and check it out for you. So I just wanted you to see the blenderartist.org file. Keep in mind that sometimes these sites are down, and so be patient. So if you go to the site and it's down, you don't find it in Google for some reason, it has an error code or something, come back an hour later. Sometimes sites do go up and down, or sometimes the site will pop up a different page, and it'll look differently for a while, and then it'll be different again because they probably going on their backup server or something like that probably. So just keep that in mind when you're going there. And just like Blender and myself, we all accept donations. So when you go to felkinsworks.com, you can go there and donate if you can, if you have any money. If you don't have no money, don't worry about it. I'm poor too, so I understand how it is. But if you got a couple bucks in your pocket, or you learned something from my tutorials, go to part1.com and then click on donate and just give me $1 even. It's better than nothing. Anything helps, believe me. And that concludes this drill, just showing you a little bit of this here.